guys. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for being here. So, I couldn't ask for a better evening. It's kind of dark. Oh, that's better. I am house sitting for my parents again. They went on another vacation. I kind of wish I could just send them around the world all the time so I could just live at their house and watch their pets. Their house is very comfy. I am literally sitting on the floor in front of the fireplace right now. Pretty nice. I'm really cozy. The dog is clacking around. But anyways, happy Thursday. I forgot my stand, so I'm a little off tonight, but happy Thursday. Thanks for being here. Cheers to you. So we're talking about healthy sweet treats tonight. And no, I'm not going to tell you to eat fruit for your healthy sweet treat. Hi, Pixie. Hi. I am not that type of nutritionist. You want to say hi? Hi. Just has to get in on it. Fruit never satisfies my sweet tooth. When I have a sweet tooth, I want like cookies or cake. You know, I don't want like fruit. So that always frustrates me when people tell you. There are so many ways to make a healthy desserts without breaking the bank calorie-wise. So you just get a little creative, and you don't even have to bake, really. If you know me, if you've been on any of these Facebook Lives, you should know that I do not bake. I don't measure. I cannot get myself to measure. Like, I won't do it. I don't bake. I don't have any interest in it. So anything that I'm making that's sweet is gonna be like the easiest possible thing possible. Do you want to sit on my lap? So that's where I'm coming from. Is it like really dark? That's better. Okay, Pixie, you can be in it. So yeah, we're not talking about fruit. We're not talking about any of like the real healthy stuff. Like I make cookies a lot and like brownies and everything. And the whole reason this topic came up, the healthy sweet treats, is because what's next week? Next week, Recipe of the Month Club comes out. So it's at the end of the month. We launched last month on the last day of February, so February 28th. So I'm doing it at the end of every month. So the end of March, next week, Recipe of the Month Club comes out, month 2, and March is all about the sweet treats. So these actually are like healthy and delicious and sweet, and you wouldn't know it. One of the recipes has a secret ingredient, and I never tell people what's in it, and I'll like give them to people all the time, and nobody knows. They can't tell, and they don't know like what they're actually eating. I'm kind of like evil like that. It's really fun. So you got to stay tuned. You can sign up at any time, and then when you sign up, you actually get a free recipe. So immediately you get a recipe for free. I mean, not for free. I just send you a recipe. This isn't like about money. What are you doing? So when you sign up, you instantly get a recipe. One of my favorites for breakfast, and then you'll just be like on for Recipe of the Month Club for forever and ever. But it's really fun. So when you sign up, you get the recipe of the month or the theme of the month. Like this month is a theme, so there's more than one recipe. You get them in video form, and you can really watch like the videos. And I mean, you don't have to be part of the newsletter to watch the videos, but the benefit of joining the newsletter is you get like a hard copy recipe, you get grocery lists, you get my tips and tricks for whatever the topic is. I can't remember what my tips and tricks were for last month, but we did spaghetti squash lasagna. You can still watch that video, by the way. It's on the page, and it's on really? It's on YouTube. So, you didn't pay any attention to me earlier. Now you need everything. So, stop looking at me. Okay, so let's get to it. First of all, cheers, Pixie. Cheers to you. Cheers to Thursday. thanks for being here. I hope you're having an awesome week. I was a little bit disappointed that it was cold still, because kind of sick of the cold, ready for some more weather, so hopefully that's coming around the corner. Okay, so sweet treats tonight. Nothing about fruit. We're not talking about fruit. We're talking about like legit sweet treats. So first is my 3-ingredient cookies. If you have not tried these, I actually have posted this recipe on the Facebook page before, so you can like scroll down and find it, but I'll tell you right now. 3-ingredient recipes, no measuring. That's what I like. 1 egg, half a cup of all natural peanut butter. So that's peanut butter that is like Trader Joe's peanut butter, where it's just peanuts and salt. If you follow me on Instagram, actually, last night when I was at the Natural Way, they have this machine that is like grinds peanuts into peanut butter. It's the coolest thing. Go watch my Instagram stories. That was really neat. But, so yeah, natural peanut butter. It's got to be just peanuts and salt. That's all you want. You don't want like the Skippy or the Jif. Those are the candy bar peanut butters. So half a cup of peanut butter, 1 egg, and then like, I don't know, a tablespoon or 2 of brown sugar. So you don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. And you mix that up, form it into little cookies. It will be thick because the peanut butter's thick, but it will hold together because of the egg, and it actually gets kind of fluffy and puffy. It gets like the most amazing texture. What I like to do is bake mine in the toaster oven because they go so quickly. So you do like 350 for 5 or 10 minutes just until they're set. And then I take them out and I sprinkle a little bit more brown sugar on top. And they're really good. So what we've got there is healthy fats and fiber from our peanut butter. And peanut butter is it's a healthy fat, but it also, because it comes from a plant, it's got tons of fiber in it. So that's an awesome option. Peanut butter is kind of universal in my sweet treats because it's so easy to make taste sweet without adding a whole lot of sugar to it, and it makes things taste like really decadent without adding a whole lot of sugar. So those peanut butter cookies, they're really good, and they're like literally so easy. No measuring. I never measure it, and it always comes out fine. I hate measuring. So definitely give that one a try. Another one, and this one it doesn't involve like any prep work at all. It's just basically butter. This is the spice. It's so hard to see in these. It's backwards. So basically butter spice. If you haven't tried it yet, I'm sure you were bombarded yesterday by videos from me, and I'm so sorry about that. Last night was the launch of Basically Butter in the Natural Way Fenton, which is a local St. Louis health food store. And so we did a little presentation, and then afterwards, Katie, the owner, had never done a Facebook Live before, and so we were like, let's just do it. And then the first time we did it, the store was closed, but nobody locked the front door. So we're in the middle of a Facebook Live, and a customer walked in, and they had to they couldn't be like, we're closed. So we had to cut the first video off. And the second one, we did get all the way through it. Katie is hilarious. If you haven't watched that video, for pure entertainment, just go watch it. Katie is so funny. So yeah, a lot of videos yesterday, but anyways, back on topic. This is Basically Butter Spice. It's coconut oil, so it's dairy-free, coconut oil based, and it just has like pumpkin pie spices in it. It's like cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, which are actually some of the most antioxidant dense spices or plant foods like ever known to man. Cloves is actually the #1 highest antioxidant containing food on the planet, which is kind of incredible. So if you have tried this, you'll notice it's like pretty strong on cloves, and I did that on purpose because we want those cloves. They're so good for us, and you really don't need that much. But what I like to do is I take my Basically Butter Spice, and because it's coconut oil based, it's very soft and it is kind of like butter. It's got that, it's coconut oil. It's got that texture to it. So what I'll do is like rub it on crackers, and I don't recommend these. This is all my parents had. But get yourself a good gluten-free cracker, and put a little Basically Butter Spice on there. So it tastes like it has pumpkin pie spices in it, and it has collagen. It's got herbs for energy and stress relief, and it's really good for your skin and your fingernails. But you rub a little bit on a cracker. It's kind of sweet. It's really good. Really good. I like to have something like doughy, crunchy, salty, sweet when I have a sweet tooth. So crackers with like something rubbed on them always does it for me. But yeah, anyways, if you're looking to buy or try some Basically Butter, go check out the Natural Way Fenton. Super nice staff. Like, they're really knowledgeable. If you need anything else like related to health and wellness, just go there. They're awesome. So definitely check that out, and you can buy the butter there now too, so I would definitely suggest that. If you have tried to buy it for me, the only issue there is I don't have a store, and I am always like, well, I can ship it to you, and then I take a week to get to the post office, and then, or I'm like, well, we can meet up, and then we have to like organize a time. It's just kind of a pain in the butt, so it's much easier to have it in a central location like this. Okay, moving on. So we did the 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies, the Basically Butter spice on crackers, and the last one, this is one of my favorite, is waffles. And you know that's not a traditional dessert, but who doesn't like waffles for dessert? I mean, come on. No one's going to ever turn that down. So this is another recipe I've actually posted on the Facebook page before. And it's really good. It's really easy. It's just 2 tablespoons of pumpkin puree. So, hi Sandy, how are you? Just 2 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, about 1 egg or like a 1/4 cup of egg whites. And you can do either, really. I usually suggest people just use a whole egg because then you get all the nutrients from the egg yolk, which is what we really want. Has vitamin D in there, all of the really good things that we need. So I usually suggest the egg yolk. The original recipe I posted had egg whites in it. I'm not sure why I did that. But, so yeah, about 1 egg, 2-3 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, just canned is fine. Make sure that you don't get the pumpkin pie filling, because that's going to be like a whole bunch of filler and sugar and stuff. So you just want the pumpkin puree, the egg, and then I do a little pumpkin spice, a little pinch of salt, and 1 or 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and that's kind of the secret ingredient. So coconut flour, super high in fiber. You really don't need very much because of that fiber binds so much liquid when you add it to stuff. So if you like ever bake with it or cook with it, you need about half the amount of coconut flour as you do like regular flour. It's pretty awesome. Coconut flour is really good. It also like just has a really nice natural sweetness to it without having any sugar. Plus it's got tons of fiber in it. So it's great for like binding things like that together. So I add that to that waffle mix, the pumpkin, the egg. It really like sticks, keeps everything together, and it does not have like a glycemic index. It doesn't have any gluten. So it's actually really healthy. So you mix the pumpkin puree, the egg, the coconut flour, cinnamon spice, a pinch of salt together. And then I have a mini waffle maker. If you don't have one, you have to go get them. They're so fun. You can get them at like TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and they're like $10, and they're this big, and they make these cute little waffles. So this is, I make that for breakfast, but I also make it for dessert. I just make myself a couple waffles for dessert, and that always does it. It's like got that perfect texture, crunchy and soft, and then you rub syrup all over it. Oh my God, can't go wrong with that. So mix that together, you know, just make it your waffle maker. I always heat up a little maple syrup with some berries. So I'll do like raspberries and blueberries in there. And then you just upped your antioxidant power. You upped your fiber a little bit. You got a whole plant food. Like, you're good to go. You're totally okay to eat a ton of sugar if you're eating berries on the side. And I did promise this was a no fruit sweet tooth talk, but I added a little fruit. Just a little bit. It just bumps everything up. And it tastes really good on there. So that's my third recipe. I have some really good ones though in Recipe of the Month Club this month. So go check that out. You can there's a button on the Facebook page it should be like when you log on, it should say sign up. If you just click that, if you're on your phone, if you're on your desktop, on the left, it'll be like right on the left-hand side below like the picture, I think. So you can just click that, you just enter your email address, and then every month you get the video recipe. Oh, battery's always dying. You get the video recipe, but you also get hard copy recipes, you get grocery lists, you get like extra tips and tricks. It's just a fun way to like talk about healthy food and healthy eating, no strings attached. I really just did it as a like, because I thought it would be fun. I thought you guys would enjoy it. And I love talking about food and nutrition, and so maybe it was more for me than it was for you. I'm sorry about that. But those are all 3 recipes that I gave tonight. Super easy, no measuring. You get to honor your sweet tooth in a healthy way that doesn't include like eating fruit. I hate that. You get cookies, you get waffles. Those are all awesome. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Those recipes are on my Facebook page. It's actually going to be easier if you find the picture. There's a picture of peanut butter cookies and there's a picture of waffles. If you find the picture, then you can find the recipe much faster, like written down, if I was talking too fast in this video. But yeah, so cheers to you. Thanks for being here tonight. I will see you next week, and be sure to sign up for Recipe of the Month Club so you can get those new sweet tooth recipes coming out next week. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.